This is Thailand in 2025. Crystal clear waters, golden sands, and almost no one around. Where did all the tourists go? Today we're diving into the surprising reasons why there's a lack of tourists in Thailand this year, and what it means for travelers and retirees in 2025, guys. I think the first and big reason is, people are looking at alternative places to travel. At the moment, Philippines and Vietnam are very, very popular. Everyone's talking about these areas for travel at the moment. It's as if Thailand has gone out of fashion. It's not trendy anymore. Like Vietnam, absolutely everyone is going to Da Nang in Vietnam now and traveling around there. And yeah, it's a good option, but I think it's just because that's trendy and in fashion at the moment. Thailand seems to be out of fashion. It seems to be not trendy to go to Thailand anymore. Nothing's actually changed in Thailand. Yes, it's very quiet at the moment on the beaches. We are in low season, so it is notoriously quiet at this time of year. Yes, I agree that this year has been very, very quiet. I think there has been some visa policy changes which has upset some expats, retirees online. People are talking about visas are trickier to get nowadays. But, there has been a new visa this last year, the Destination Thailand visa, DTV visa, which, a lot of people can use and come over to Thailand. And it's an excellent visa. So that change has been very, very good. Yeah, there has been other, changes within, what the visa requirements are. But this is kind of normal in Thailand. This happens all the time. I've been living here a long, long time, many, many years. And, visas are constantly changing, adapting. You need, in different immigration offices, you need different bits of paper. That's just part of living in Thailand, guys. I think there is overdevelopment in certain areas around Thailand, especially in maybe Pattaya, Phuket, Hua Hin now. There's a lot of development going on, housing complexes going up, building work going on there. So some people complaining about this. This could put off some travelers, some retirees from coming here. But I think that is definitely, you can avoid that if you want to. These are in certain areas, but I think if you go outside of these areas, it's absolutely fine. I mean, just away from the tourist kind of bubble as it is in the center of these places. If you go just a little bit out, then it's absolutely fine, guys. There's not really much building work going on and you can avoid this. I think some of the digital nomads are looking for more remote places, more off the beaten track. And now they think, Thailand's been discovered. They want somewhere a little bit different, somewhere a bit unusual. Now, Vietnam is probably a good option if you're looking for something like that. But to look at that for retirement, I think, yeah, it is an option, but it's not as good as Thailand. The infrastructure's not as good. I think to live there permanently, it's a lot easier to live in Thailand. The living costs, the hospital facilities are definitely better. Way of life living there, I think it's just easier generally for a retiree. The next thing would be the impact on local businesses here in Thailand. There has been a massive impact on local businesses when no tourists come to places like Hua Hin and Pattaya, where the businesses really rely on tourists, and if there aren't any tourists here, it's an absolute nightmare. Some of these businesses, nearly go bankrupt, and I think it's very, very difficult for some of these local businesses, whether they're Thai businesses or Western businesses here, bars and restaurants, catering to tourists. It's very, very difficult for some of these to, keep going through the low season, which it is in now. We are towards the end of August. And, it is exceptionally quiet for the low season this year. And, it has been on the news. Tourism is really down in Thailand this year. So we have to try and support these businesses. If you're a local living in Hua Hin or Pattaya, go to your local businesses and support them as best you can. I think the ones that survive are the ones doing social media. And they're the ones that will probably survive because a lot of people know about them. The advertising is very good for these businesses, especially in these two areas with social media being so massive now. One good thing about this, expats and retirees in Hua Hin and Pattaya now are enjoying a quieter time of year, they're enjoying it. I think a lot of people who've retired here, I think a lot of expats and retirees in these areas are not really complaining about this. They're really happy that it's a lot quieter, there's less tourists. This is kind of a good thing if you're coming to retire in Thailand, because, you know, Thailand is normally a lot of tourists. So to suddenly have a less tourists is kind of a good thing, guys, for you guys coming here. And obviously, you know, if you're looking at renting condos or getting pool villas and stuff, you know, there's more opportunity, you know, to bargain with the price to get a better deal, guys, at this time of year, because it's obviously very, very quiet at the moment. So realtors and, you know, real estate dealers are probably struggling. You know, I think a certain market, I think the high end, they don't struggle at all, but I think that medium kind of condo and pool villa and houses, they really struggle, and the low end too. Oh, guys, can you just help us out? Just press the red button, the subscribe button. It really helps the channel, helps push to people like you who want to retire in Thailand. Thanks very much, guys, and back to the video. I think another great thing about being very, very quiet this year, you know, if you come here, there's more places to go further down the coast from Hua Hin that are absolutely like so quiet and peaceful and beautiful, you know, unspoiled. And it's a great time of year to kind of explore, because you'll literally be, you know, 1 or 2 or 3 people on the beach at a time. So it's a really nice time of year to explore the coastline of Thailand. Especially maybe right down to Phuket as well, you know, where notoriously it's very, very busy. And, you know, if you go at this time of year to maybe Koh Phi Phi or these kind of places, they're going to be a lot quieter. So this would be a nice time of year to go some of these islands where normally it's absolutely packed on like Phi Phi Islands. But, you know, go this time of year, it's going to be a lot less. So there's going to be better deals. You know, it's going to be a better experience for you because it's not going to be packed with tourists. Hey, what does this mean for 2025 and beyond, guys? I think, you know, being serious, this low season this year, yes, it has been very, very quiet. I'm sure in a few months it's going to pick up. Basically, it's just a temporary dip. I think, you know, it will recover and a lot of people will come back, maybe might take till October, November time. But then I think we're in for a very, very busy high season. I'm pretty sure it's going to change around, guys, in the next few months. Let's hope so, because, you know, I think we like tourists in Thailand. They're a good thing, you know, they look after the economy, does better, you know, the country does better if we have a good influx of tourists. I think a lot of tourists from China have stopped coming, and that's one of the main ones, I think, which has reduced a lot. I was reading in the news the other week. And so I think that's where a lot of the numbers have gone down. I think if you go to somewhere like Pattaya, there's an influx of Indian tourists in Pattaya at the moment. We're going there in a few days, so I'll have a look around. But, you know, I keep seeing all these videos about how many Indians now are living in Pattaya or visiting Pattaya. So it's become very, very popular for Indians now. Have you guys noticed a change? Those that are living in Thailand, retired in Thailand, has it got quieter, do you think? Let us know in the comments what your area is like at the moment, and is it suffering? Are local businesses doing okay? And please share your favourite spot you'd like to go to down the coast near Hua Hin, guys, and put it in the comments. Okay, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you on the next video. Take it easy.